Naz, 135 episodes later, and the both of us still haven't had our volume down on our phones.
Well, no, it's about 50-50. It's much more you than me. I always forget until I hear the music come on.
Much more you than me.
Much more you than me. Much more you remember.
Oh, okay. Happy Wednesday, Nazareth. Happy Festivus.
Today. You know how I knew it was Festivus?
How did you know it was Festivus?
Because Governor Cuomo reminded me today in his live stream.
I happened to be in the bank, and Antoinette happened to turn him on, and I just heard his voice, and I turned around. He said I couldn't get consumed. I didn't even watch him today.
He didn't really have much.
So wait, so he greeted and said Happy Festivus, but did he have any grievances?
He, to my knowledge, he aired no grievances today, but he did he said at the beginning and then towards the end, he kind of went into a little more detail about the Festivus. Seems like,
he's a fan.
Seems like he's a fan.
Does he have a Festivus poll?
I know nothing about any polls he may have. I'm just going to leave that right there.
We don't have a Festivus. We should have a Festivus poll.
We should have. And of all years, today, the airing of grievances is Friday.
And we will sit at the dinner table, and I believe that the head of the household gets the opportunity to start with the airing of the grievances. I'm not sure what's happening over there, but hi, Ray. I don't know if he can hear us.
Oh, how did that happen?
So Ray is sitting at my desk.
Oh,
I just happened. So in setting up this show, I was setting it up where
he's probably looking for candy.
He might be looking for candy. Little does he know that we could see him.
He's talking back, so obviously.
Oh wait, hang on a second. We're gonna bring Ray in. What are we looking for? Hi, Ray.
You're gone.
Poor Ray. Oh, he came in the office. He probably heard our voices and was wondering what the heck is going on.
Oh, yeah, that's
here.
probably exactly what happened.
Too funny. He's looking at football pool sheets. Well, hi, everybody. Episode 135, live from Rabs.
Beyond words.
I
don't even have anything to say to that.
Well, happy Festivus, happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
We've got some people popping in. I would like to say, I would like Pam. I love that she says hello to everybody that tunes in.
Our good friend Pam Silvestri. I don't know if she's still hanging around, but hi, Pam. Kenny Soto,
hi,
Mr.
Ken.
Gorgeous, as they call him.
Mr. Gorgeous, right here in the studio. This is like his second home.
Jennifer Murphy.
Yes. Hi, Jennifer.
Texting looking for wine recommendations, but lately it's sometimes the other way around. I certainly hope you found a wine. Hillary, of course, reminding us that the airing of grievances will be Friday.
Rob is outside. Is he watching from outside?
Rob is bowling. He's actually bowling right behind us on lane 32. So you might get a glimpse of Mr. Butler. Oh, there he is. He's bowling. And
his mom bowled a 170 triplicate today.
I just saw that post. How cool is that? After she, I laugh because Rob comes and watches a bowl.
It is really funny.
I call him the coach, and she bowled awesome a couple weeks ago.
She did.
And so she was so excited because she was a little bummed she wasn't bowling that well, or she bowled well on one night and not the other night.
Right.
Rob's been behind her, making sure that she's been bowling well. But 170 triplicate, that's pretty impressive.
That's impressive. That's a triplicate is, I wonder if there was any maybe shenanigans the last game I don't think so. She is.
I think Dorothy worked very hard for that 170.
I would say that she's competitive.
She certainly is.
I did get a little insight into the competitiveness this morning when I was kind of standing behind their team, and Rob was giving some advice on how first place is not won today, that there are many weeks left.
It's very true.
And I just enlightened him but a game won today counts just as much at the end of the season. So every game counts.
No different than that spare you missed in the first or second frame that comes to the end of they don't bring shenanigans when they bowl. I love it. Daniel Block. Daniel, if anybody got to see the SI Live feature on our friend Daniel, if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. If you've seen it, I can't say, I when we shared it, the warm and fuzzies, Daniel had this
all
awesome,
the feelings.
it
All
really
the
did.
feelings.
And he had mentioned it to us. He had the awesome opportunity to meet virtually David Wright, which was really cool. And so they shared some of the video. Daniel, I haven't seen you to ask you yet, but I really want to know how long you had the chance to speak with David Wright.
Yeah.
And how much time did you take speaking versus
David Wright speaking.
But they did an awesome job cutting and sharing the video and highlighting. And of course, Daniel made sure to share that he's a bowler. He volunteers.
And he won the Volunteer of the Year award. He shared that also.
He did.
And it was pretty cool to watch. I mean, David Wright got quite a kick out of Dan, as we all do on a daily basis. And, we appreciate him and everything that he brings to us. And it was nice to see him recognized, because he really does so much stuff. And
so much.
He brings his enthusiasm. Yeah. And he brings his enthusiasm to everything he does. So we are thrilled to have him.
And if we were to ask him what his favorite pastime is, Daniel, I'm going to answer this for you unless I'm wrong, but it is retrieving dead wood.
Yes, he loves that.
His favorite pastime. Billy Salvatore, welcome to the party. Festivus.
For the rest of us.
For the rest of us. That we laugh, but that show, I hope that there's not someone here that doesn't understand the references, but I mean, that is timeless.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows ever, I think.
Yeah. There were a couple of shows like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that kind of changed the pop culture of the country, and even something like that. Festivus is now part of our culture.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy from a TV show.
From Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld.
Well, Larry David is he's
Chris Panisi. How are you?
He's quite a mind. Hi, Chris.
Daniel, see, I was correct.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Favorite pastime, getting deadwood. He enjoys it very much so. I'm at a loss for words. But Seinfeld truly, like that, we talk about the pop culture from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of culture here, as every decade has its culture. But, depending on when you grew up and what you remember, I've watched the Seinfeld episodes over and over and over from beginning to end multiple times. Del Ballard, Merry Christmas to you guys as well.
Hi, Del.
Karen,
Wow, we
Del.
have quite a visitation today.
Merry Christmas. Hope you are well. Always thinking about you. Sending virtual hugs to you guys.
Yeah, to you guys.
And Kenny, welcome to the party. Kenny, we missed you the last couple of days. So Merry Christmas. It truly is one of those shows that you could watch over and over, and similar to The Office. Like we laugh about The Office a lot, but it's one of those. The
Office is another show. The Office, I think. Friends, I think. Seinfeld. Really
Modern Family.
It's for a more modern,
and you don't have to have watched them consecutively. Like you can
pop in at any time,
anytime you want. Yeah, which I think is the cool part about those shows. They truly are. They're timeless.
Timeless.
So, your favorite TV shows now lately? Season 4 of The Crown.
I haven't been watching.
Was posted.
TV so much.
Finally finished it. Oh,
The Crown, I've heard, and Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit's now on the list. Simpsons, yes, one of my other favorites. Certainly is one of those as well. Yep. Daniel, we need to. We will have you on right after the new year. We will have you on. I want you to speak about your video and all the amazing things that you do.
And about Autism Speaks and how that program is for you, and what you think it's, how it's helped you and offered you these wonderful opportunities to.
So Chris says he's met Larry David. He's a complete gentleman. I almost have a hard time believing that.
Well,
and I love him to death.
He plays that crotchety kind of off-center guy so well that you honestly believe that's not acting. And I mean,
I don't think it is.
and
half
the Larry
time.
David in that show, and not talking about Seinfeld now, they really, that was mostly unscripted. And I mean, they just kind of came up with a premise
Oh, and then ran with it.
and went forward with it.
But then they scripted it, of course. But I mean, they had to script.
Very loosely scripted.
Yeah, but if you watch any of the behind the scenes of how they're writing, I mean, it really is the show about nothing.
And I wasn't talking about Seinfeld when I talk about scripted.
Curb?
Yes, Curb Your
But Curb
Enthusiasm.
but kind of the same thing though, because Curb, as much as it not scripted, it is scripted, but really, I mean,
the premise is scripted with a
right.
lot of freedom with dialogue. So I guess we could put it that way. And it's good to hear he's a good guy.
Yeah,
it's good to hear.
I like to hear that. I'm not saying I didn't believe that he was a good guy. I just, he's my kind of guy.
Yes. He is. He is. You know what I really love about him, and it's about me, is he says the uncomfortable things.
Oh yeah, we're all thinking it.
He has no problem just blurting out something that somebody may be thinking, but with no worry about what the ramifications of that might be, which I think is hysterical. Not necessarily something I would do, and it sometimes he makes me cringe, but he's so funny. He really is. He just gets through it. So,
the episode of Comedians in Cars getting coffee with Larry David. I haven't seen that.
I've seen a couple episodes, and it is really funny.
I gotta check that one out.
The car. Notice that. Speaking of culture, being in cars is kind of like a new thing. I watched because I do watch.
I don't know where you're going with this one.
No. I'm talking about. Oh God!
Like filming, like shows.
The comedians
from their cars
getting coffee in cars. The karaoke.
James Corden there.
James Corden, and then also I was watching another
carpool karaoke. There you go.
Yeah, I was watching another show. It comes. Oh, I can see the host's name, and I can see his face. I can't think of his name, but he did an interview with Al Pacino, and they did it in his car, like driving down Hollywood Boulevard, and I was like thinking about how. That used to be, like a once in, you wouldn't see it that often, but now it's much more part of the culture.
So, but think about it. If you're in your car, like the funniest things happen in your car if you're driving with people. So you're talking about everything and anything. It's a comfortable place to have a conversation.
Talking about how much time we spend in our cars.
Well, so Dot Morell popped in. If you're still watching, hello, we miss you. We hope you are well. That's taking a show on the road.
Yes.
From Kevin Rourke.
Of course it is. He always has something.
And look, he's no longer Stephanie Rourke. You notice that
he does have his own little Facebook. He now
has his own Facebook
with his own
page
little.
Where during the shutdown, he would come in as Stephanie. He would try to hide himself. Now he's got his own identity. Although, is it him or is it Stephanie?
I think that's that's definitely Kevin.
We're talking about the cars. I forgot where I was going with that. I got sidetracked. Anyway, so think about this. They say men have conversations sitting at a bar, and it's like this. It's not necessarily looking at
speaking at each other, right?
But everybody else will have a conversation like this. But typically, if you're sitting at a bar, a conversation is next to each other, just side by side. But men tend to do that and can talk even, and I notice it here a lot.
Oh,
you could be standing behind somebody watching
on both sides of you,
and we're having conversations this way.
Yeah.
Whereas women are more apt to have conversations this way,
right?
Or even couples. Just interesting. So you think about the car talk and what's happening.
It's very much like that. Very much like that. I will tell you, it kind of reminds me of when my kids were going to school, and I used to drive them and pick them up from school. That so many of our conversations happened at that time.
Yeah.
So many of our either funny conversations or serious conversations happens in the car because, picking them up from school, there was always, sometimes there was complete silence. But that was telling
Well, it depends
too.
on how the morning started, Mom.
But yeah, it was funny. It's how much time we spend in our car and, how much of our life goes by in our car.
Well, we do spend a lot of time in our car, which you don't realize. And so thank you to Hillary Butler, who grabbed the screenshot. We're going to share my Festivus gift to the LCA. No Christmas briefing, but Friday is the airing of grievances. So
he should have a very big table ready for the airing of grievances.
Yeah. Typically, our governor Cuomo speaks on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So thank you for the Christmas present, Governor Cuomo. We are looking forward to not having to hear your voice this week. Although he hasn't said much of anything except for yelling at Staten Island of late. He has made it very clear.
But you know what? His last couple times, no mention of Staten Island. Because
I didn't watch today, but Monday.
Now he has. No, I don't think he did. Monday.
He started off with.
Oh, okay. But I watched Monday. I didn't hear anything. It might have been
Staten Island. He made sure to.
But because the new thing now is, I want this to be more of a celebration day. I don't want to get deep into the COVID thing, but he's on the UK about the new strain.
Yes.
And them not closing the airports or not.
It's a concern.
Testing people before they come in. Yes. But
we just missed an opportunity to bring Lori in. Lori
I saw
putting something on my desk. I don't always keep that open. I just walked away when I was setting it up today. And so it's funny to see.
Yeah. I think we should do that from now on.
We should.
I think maybe I should. Yeah.
Maybe we should invite. Oh, hi, Lori. We should leave Nazareth's open and then see who goes over there. He said there's no reason for Staten Island's rate to be 5.1%. Hillary, you're right, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. And it's
yes.
But it's not just us. I mean, I think he's picking on us.
He's picking on us because we are the least populated borough,
right? And
we are the sparsest. So you can understand in a borough like Brooklyn, they're much more tightly packed into that borough. So you can understand just in natural going about your business daily that you could be in that situation. But Staten Island, with plenty of room to spread out, and we don't have the population.
We can look at the map. The Finger Lakes have some issues, but we could end that conversation.
I don't have anything. I just have my little Snoopy here. He doesn't talk.
This is the little interrupter.
He just looks in the. Okay, so is the word
changing? Does he have a light?
He does, but probably the batteries are dead because I don't turn. I like when the lights stay on, so I leave stuff on all the time.
Yeah, like we have most of them. I mean, they have the bigger stuff has the timer switch, and yes, we are certainly loud as of late. But anyway, are you talking about Naz and I? I think we're also loud. Or are you just talking about?
Are we loud because?
Are you talking about necessarily Staten Island?
Yeah, I don't
because of the nature.
She didn't
of what
say
was happening.
You're loud.
Right. I think we're also. I think she's referring to the fact that Staten Island have been loud.
We've kind of put a target on our back. So. Yeah.
So I don't want to bore you with a public service announcement, but I do want to share. Check out back to our Facebook page, Staten Island USA, Staten Island University Hospital. We have shared their public service announcements that they've allowed us to be a part of, reminding our community to stay safe and healthy during this time, but more importantly, reminding people to wear their masks, physical distance, and do all the things that we need.
Wash your hands.
So small businesses can stay open. We need our business to stay open, but go check them out, please. There are some great messages from our fellow business owners, the doctors at the hospital. And then, of course, there is one story of someone who for 100 days I believe he was in the hospital for 100 days. But go check it out in your spare time. It's a few minutes between the two of them. I think it's certainly something that the rest of our community needs to see. Yeah. Festive activities. What feats of strength do you have planned? Ooh, that is a good one.
I don't have anything planned, but I have a couple of ideas.
So
I do have a couple of ideas.
You know what? We should ask.
Liz is saying hello, a former producer.
Yeah, she dumped us. Our production team has left it to just us.
Yes. I don't think we're doing a bad job, though.
I think we do
I
great.
think
we have new microphones.
we've cut payroll. And,
We have a new set look.
we have a beautiful
we did
set
this
that
the other
Frankie
day.
works very hard on.
We did this the other day.
Yeah.
So we had shared a holiday message with our friends at USBC through the Sport of Bowling show last week. And if you caught Chad Murphy, they did a recap of the past year, and including holiday messages from a bunch of us who have been doing podcasts and webcasts, the year of the podcast, as he called it. So Nazareth and I came in the studio to film something to share. It took us 10 minutes to do.
No, it took us
20 seconds.
It took us way longer than 10 minutes.
Well, it is true. Well, it took us 15 minutes.
It took us probably half an hour. It probably
You think
took
so?
us. Oh yeah.
Well, I only have 10 minutes of recorded air.
Well, we had the whole run up. We had the whole discussion about whether we were using our music or not.
Well, that is true.
So yeah.
And then we sent them the video, which then
fully unedited.
We let them edit themselves. And
raw cut, as they call it.
Yeah, you're right. The raw cut.
The raw footage.
They didn't get to have fun with it. They just shared the greeting, which we will share because it is a message from us to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But it was 8 minutes long. And so not only we believe to be the first people doing this in this space, which we were doing daily, prior to all these other guys popping up, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Which has been fun.
We've been inspirational, Frank.
We have. We've inspired Chris Barnes and Stu Williams to go up and do their thing, which I have to say has been great.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Our friends at Storm, Gary Hulsenberg and Blair Blemenscheid, who I believe are going to join us next week.
Oh, that would be exciting.
So next week's show, 1:00. So same time as today that we surprised you with, but 1:00 Wednesday, they're going to come on and join us and talk about with their show, The Morning Bolt, that they go on.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they're daily.
I don't think they're daily.
They're almost daily, but we went on. I had the opportunity to sit on the show last week, which was a fun time, and so we're going to give them we're going to have some fun with them. We'll give them the hard time they gave us.
Perfect.
So you never know what's going to happen. After the new year, our friend Pam Silvestri will be back with us. Principal Ryan Mellis, we spoke with yesterday, and he's going to come back on and give us an update about what's happening.
Yes,
education-wise.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Also, we have a couple of other people that we're looking forward to inviting on the show, and we're looking forward to a new year with
2021 couldn't come soon enough. So. Happy Festivus. I want to know, so you share with us your grievances in the chat. And do you have any feats of strength that you have planned? I have to think about that. I don't think I have any feats.
I've had some feats of strength over the last week, moving stuff around in my garage.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be taking the calendar and ripping it in
half.
Right.
And
putting up 2021.
Yeah.
Jennifer Jansen, welcome to the party.
Hi, Jen.
Merry Christmas to you. Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Naz,
Frank.
Live from Rabs continues to grow. We've had today 135 episodes.
This is exciting stuff.
Over 320,000 views. And now you can take us wherever you listen to your podcasts and listens to whatever you listen to.
Anywhere.
Now.
You have no reason not to listen to us. And I shared this with my granddaughter.
Possibilities are endless.
I told my granddaughter and she was like, what? Really?
So yeah,
she was very impressed.
She was impressed. Well,
and she's tough to impress.
You can now catch Live from Rabs, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Search for us. You can watch and listen. You can't watch, but you can listen to old episodes.
Yeah,
not all. We're getting there. Almost all of them are a third of them are now uploaded. So go check it out. If you haven't caught some of these great interviews that we've had, Jason Belmonte, Kelly Kulick. Just to name a couple, but
we've had
guests from around the world.
Norm Duke,
Amuleto Monticelli,
Bob Learn. Oh, the list is endless.
The Ballards were on our show. Kevin Rourke was on our show. So you can go on, search Live from Rabs on Spotify, subscribe, certainly give us a rating, Apple Podcasts. So you can, and now for those, if you're not watching and you're listening to us, well, welcome to Live from Rabs. And we already have some new viewers. Before we even put it out there.
This is crazy.
People check us out.
This is wonderful. Wonderful.
I like it. Jennifer, my feat of strength is carrying my bowling balls.
That is a feat of strength. And actually, I don't have a bag with wheels. And so I actually carry my, and every time I ask my husband, do you want to grab my bowling balls from me? He's like, they make bags with wheels on them. I said, yeah, I'm old school, so I still like to carry them.
Yeah, I wonder where you get that from, because your mother's the same exact way. Your mother.
My mother how can you compare? She uses a 10-pound ball.
Doesn't matter. She's much older than you.
Well,
not really.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up.
Her
actually.
locker is behind lanes 9 and 10.
Yeah,
and she bowled on lane 39 or 40 yesterday. And here she is carrying a bowling bag.
She doesn't want to be bothered. In her situation, she does. I just spoke about this with her today. I says, Ma, so why don't you get a bag? It won't fit. First thing is it doesn't fit in the locker.
Well, she's got other stuff in the locker.
There he goes.
I don't know if she's raising
it's a Christmas skip.
So, but your mother. So yesterday she's walking. She's got the ball and the shoes. Your daughter walked right by her. Just looked at her.
Well, because she was not going to let her carry it anyway.
Well, she put the ball on the floor. She didn't argue with me. I picked up the damn ball for her and
she's not going to. But to you,
but
she's going to.
Looked at her like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because she's not going to. With us, she's not going to. You have to understand. It's a thing.
Well, that is true. Bags with wheels don't help with stairs, depending on.
Hi, Michael Bloomfield. Welcome. Well, we got so many friends.
Popping in, saying hello to us.
Ann Hastings is watching. Hi, Ann. We miss you.
I know. I think we threw you off because usually you're bowling with us on Thursday afternoons when we're on. When we've been,
Well, we actually want to say we moved it to Wednesday so she doesn't have to watch while she's bowling.
Well, she would be bowling tomorrow anyway.
I know, but we'll just moved it to Wednesday.
Well, so for those of you, quick commercial, we are open tomorrow till 4:00, which I don't even know if we'll make it to 4, but we'll see.
We'll try.
We usually have some folks that are getting kicked out of their house while somebody's preparing dinner and getting the house ready.
Or wrapping presents.
Whatever it might be. And so you have plenty of time for those last minute gifts, gift cards from the Pro Shop.
Pro Shop's open, the bowling center's open.
And if you didn't want to stop in and grab a gift card, you certainly can visit us on www.bowlatrabs.com.
Absolutely.
And purchase an e-gift card, which you can send directly to
so convenient. No reason not to.
Huh. Yeah. We would love to have indoor dining back, and hopefully that would be a treat for 2021.
Yeah, let's look forward to that.
In grand fashion.
Yes, let's look forward to that happening. The middle to end of January.
Yeah.
Let's get through. Let's hope that.
I hope it's before that.
We get. Me too. But realistically, we got to get through Christmas. And I'm just gonna. I know this is a celebration, and I'm asking people that I know people who had family gatherings on Thanksgiving, and now entire families are have COVID. So please be careful if you decide to get together. It's going to be, it's not going to be so nice on Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve might be nice enough to spend some time outside and be able to.
What's the weather report for Christmas Day?
It's supposed to. They had to have a Con Ed briefing this morning because it's supposed to be 40 to 60 mile an hour winds. Oof. And a couple inches of rain. So, they're worried about, obviously, trees and power going off.
That I pay attention. I don't pay attention to the weather because it changes like we change our underwear.
And you know what? They only have a percentage of time that they're correct. So,
well, and listen, I get it. We're watching a storm and it does this today and it's going to do something else and it's going to pop.
It's all prediction.
Which is fine. But this snowstorm that we got last week, started at anywhere from 3 to 21 inches to
and then
10
they just
to
kept
21
narrowing
to 12
it.
to 15. I think we round up with about, here, at least South Shore, East here, about 8 inches.
Yeah, that's about, we maybe got a tiny touch bit more up north where I'm from.
Up on the mountain?
Up on the mountain, up north in the mountains. But yeah, I think it's the weather it's hard to predict. But anyway, please stay safe the next couple of days. Tomorrow's going to be beautiful. Yeah, so that's
I
the
hope
weather for
so.
today.
So that's the weather for today.
And
Thank you,
before
Heather.
Frankie gets into something here, I want to thank everybody for the wonderful, wonderful birthday wishes. It was very nice to open up the rare occasion that I go on Facebook anymore, and to see so many wonderful wishes and inbox messages. And thank you. I just want to thank
How did you
everybody.
get to celebrate your birthday, Naz?
How did I celebrate? Well, we had a doctor trip to New Jersey, Monmouth, and we found a restaurant in Red Bank. Very, very nice restaurant. Semolina was the name of it. And we had a beautiful dinner. And then we did a little drive-through at PNC for the Christmas lights.
I saw some of you guys share your photos as well that are watching and videos. It looked pretty nice.
It is really nice. I mean, I thought it was going to be a little more childlike than it was, but it was really nice. We enjoyed it. It was it made me feel a little more Christmassy. And thank God we were there during the week. And we just kind of, just drove right through. But the gentleman informed me that on weekends they have like up to a 4-hour wait to go through there.
I think that's nuts.
And that has been confirmed by people who've gone there. And I cannot even imagine.
Well, talking about sitting in your car, we could have done
sitting in the
4-hour episode of Live from Roundford inside the car.
We definitely could have.
You know what?
But it was nice.
We'll have to do the drive through the Christmas lights.
Yeah. It really is nice.
It looked really nice. I got to see it drive. I don't even know at this point. I don't remember where I was driving to, but I was driving. Oh, we went for dinner. Actually, when it was first set up, when it first opened, we went for dinner not far, and then it looked really cool from the Parkway.
Yeah,
and you can see how long.
It's big.
It's like, I don't know if it's bigger than the one that's in Hershey. I got to do that several years ago, and that was really cool.
Well, because you don't realize how big the grounds are there. I mean, you're driving around, and I'm trying to picture myself in relation to the actual PNC Center.
Right.
And I mean, it takes you all around the back, and it's very nice. Anyway, needless to say, it was beautiful. And we had a very nice night.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's it.
As our friend Jim Carrey would say. So speaking of birthdays, I was tagged on a post and then it went away. So I actually thought it was here in the comments here, but it wasn't. My brother, happy early birthday to Anthony. Anthony's birthday is Sunday. Last night we were talking about he was at a friend's house. They posted a picture, happy birthday, Anthony. They sang to him, whatever. And he goes, people are wishing me a happy birthday already.
Right.
I said,
yeah, that happens.
You're going to get that. And the same people, when they see that it's your actual birthday,
they'll do it again. Right.
So he posted something that said, it's not my birthday. My birthday's Sunday.
There he goes again. He's got extra happy today.
It's not my birthday yet. Wish me basically telling people to wish him happy birthday on Sunday. And that because he's going to Ronkonkoma. So I posted, being funny, sure, fill his ego, something to the effect of, you'll all have to wish him a happy birthday again
on Sunday.
So now I got tagged in the post, but he deleted it. So God knows how far or stretched that post went. But I mean, we got you. Anthony, it's okay. I said to him, take all the birthday greetings. But he's also one of those that are in denial about his birthday.
So you can't have it both ways. Either you're happy it's your birthday.
He's inching towards a number that's bothering him. And I just...
You have to celebrate every day you're on this earth, no matter what the number.
You are going to have to call him and assure him.
I will send him some birthday inspiration.
So is it because they're December babies? Is it because they're... What
I'm a December baby.
You're a Sagittarian.
Yeah.
What are we getting? What is...
It's Capricorn, I believe.
Maybe it's the Capricorns. I don't want to, ruin... lose friends over this one, but maybe it's the Capricorns.
I know Jesus was a Capricorn.
No, Jesus is a Sagittarian.
No, not baby Jesus. You're baby Jesus.
My family.
Yeah, Capricorns are. Capricorns.
Oh, and you're a Capricorn too. Happy birthday, Emma. Yes. How old is Emma going to be tomorrow? Emma is Jennifer's daughter.
Yes. Yeah, Capricorns are very outspoken, and yeah, my dad is a Capricorn, and you never had any.
10. So she's the
Wow.
oldest, Emma.
I can't believe she's
Happy
10.
10th birthday, Emma, tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Joey G, thank you. Why don't you two get real jobs like where you work? We are working. This is work.
This is part of our work.
Yeah.
We've actually managed to make work fun.
We're making work great again.
And Kevin's birthday's coming up also.
Kevin.
The day after, right?
Kevin.
The day after Anthony's birthday. Correct? Or 2 days after? 2 days after.
No.
He's
4 days.
He's New Year's Day, right?
So it's 5 days.
Oh, okay. Why
New
did I
Year's
think
Day.
Anthony was? I thought Anthony.
And in the
was
Rourke
New Year's Eve.
household, Kevin is New Year's Day, and I believe his brother is Christmas Eve.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
He'll tell us.
Ian Hastings, grass house lights in Union Beach, New Jersey were very nice. So is that another?
Oh,
is that
that's
another
the place.
drive-through?
I think that's the place that's been on TV.
Well, that's great.
They're raising. They're raising.
I didn't see it.
Well, they're raising. I think they're raising money for charity through the lights on their house. Now I don't know if.
Oh, cool.
Christmas Day. That's right, Christmas Day.
Oh, he's Christmas Day. Devery Regatti is New Year's. Oh no, he's New Year's. Devery is 4th of July. Patrick is Christmas Day.
Happy
Kevin's brother's
birthday,
Christmas
December
Day.
babies.
Yes.
There you go. That's all you need to say.
Joey G, we miss you. Thanks
We
for
do,
tuning in to
Joey.
watch you. In the golden days of Joey G TV, Making Memories TV,
Yes.
we could have this on CTV.
Back in the day.
Maybe
Well,
still.
those days may come again.
They still do. CTV is still out there. Our friend Don Schmid, who's
watching, Don?
if you're still watching,
Hi, Don.
I happened to had the opportunity to go in the studio about a year ago, and he works behind he runs the place, but he doesn't really tell people.
Joey?
No, Don.
Oh, Don.
Behind the
Did you
scenes,
ever
pretty cool
watch
stuff.
Don's show?
I have. I love
like
Don. He's awesome.
I love Don. I hope you're doing okay. You're in my prayers, just so you know.
So between Don and Joey, I mean, we should be on CTV now. Not only, but now we're on podcasts. So now we're on Apple Podcasts, which is Spotify. We're huge here in the Facebook world. And Ness,
Really?
I don't understand.
It is.
We should work on it.
Yeah.
Oh, for those of you who don't understand our humor, I'm so sorry. If you don't understand our humor, then you should really watch our friends on Monday nights. They do their live from the Draft League. Speaking of the Draft League, we're going to be live on Monday night about 7:30.
With that, it's about 7:30. I think the draft is going to start at 8.
And we're going to do the draft again live, so you can see the inner workings of how we draft teams for the Draft League. It's not as, I want to say it's so riveting and exciting. It's exciting in the room. It's hard to watch, but we're going to live stream from the draft so you can see one of the best, I'm telling you, the best league in the East Coast get together and draft their teams. 24 teams, because we are subjected to only having 24 teams. We pull Monday nights right now.
Yep.
Every other Monday night until the 10 p.m. curfew is is lifted. So, I mean, that's thrown off our schedule. So I do want to share, we are still under the curfew. Our league schedules haven't changed. We will update the list on our website so you could see when you're bowling.
Yep.
But just keep in mind, we're still operating with this every other week crazy schedule.
Yes, on some nights. Yes, on some
most nights.
Oh, no, maybe
4 nights out of 7.
4 out of 7.
Most.
One more than half.
Oh. We have mean parents. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh, curfews. We have mean parents.
Yeah. Well.
Mike Fignola.
Happy birthday, Chelsea.
My granddaughter, Grandpa Mike.
Yeah.
How does that feel, Mike?
Being a grandparent is amazing. So, I think when it comes to that, the age thing becomes irrelevant, at least for me. I mean, I'm not a person that's hung up on age anyway. But yeah, when the grandparent thing comes, it's like,
well, you're a young grandma.
I was a young mom. So,
Young grandma. My
yeah,
mother,
but I don't think it made a difference. That the grandparent thing is amazing.
my mother just she basically talks about how it's a different love. You have love for your children, but your grandchildren, it's just obviously I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have this wonderful love for my niece and nephew, but from a grandparent's perspective, it's certainly a different love.
It's your kid's kid. It's like your kid it's like
Your kid created an alien.
sometimes they are aliens. Hi, Michael Ruff. Speaking of Michael Ruff,
So next week,
spearheading the alumni battle of the schools, which is Mike. Talk a little bit. Throw some.
who's going to throw? How about
Throw
we'll
some
talk,
info up
you
there.
can share it.
Yes, you
So,
share some info.
New Year's Eve, we've had a tradition here. I think it's 13 years. Started by Terry Hart, the Battle of the Schools, where all grades got together to compete for a trophy, bragging rights, but it gave the opportunity for our parochial and our public school teams to compete against each other in a Baker format competition. So 3 years ago, Michael Ruff brought to us, hey, why don't we consider an alumni event as part of this? And so it just blew up.
It was crazy.
The first year, we put it out there on a whim. Mike created this Google spreadsheet, and all of a sudden names started filing up. You could sign up, bowlatrabs.com. I believe it's bowlatrabs.com/alumni, or on our Facebook page. Check out the event list. But really, there's 40 bowlers already committed, and I don't think my team committed yet. But
I'm not committed yet.
So,
but I'm going to go in there and see. I've been talking to all my Curtis peeps.
the awesome part of the event is not only it's New Year's Eve afternoon. I mean, sadly, we can't eat and drink while we're bowling this year, which is a big part of the event. But you sign up, you could bowl with your teammates that you bowled with before, which some of us do.
Right.
We bowl with others that attended the school.
Generational. Which is great.
I'm sorry, Terry's correcting me. It's is it really 17 years? No,
That's hard to imagine.
Is it 17? I don't think Terry's right there. Is it?
She's going to let you know. In the meantime, Jennifer, we have you can bowl because we do have an off Staten Island team. So if you're interested in bowling, go in there, go into the Google document.
Oh, it is 17 years.
And check it out.
Wow. I can't believe that's 17 years. 17 years we've been doing the main event. So, which you guys should be working anyway. You're listening to us talk when you should be working. So yeah, all island schools, out of borough team. We've able to fill. We've had Brooklyn.
We've got at least one out of borough team.
Kind of a mix. And then we had. Then there was a full team from one of the Brooklyn schools. P.S. If you bowl, you want to bowl and represent your school. It's a fun day. We adjusted the format slightly to, I know, here she comes. I got it. Terry is now, for those listening that can't see, Terry is now come down to the party room with the flyer to remind us of 17. I looked it up on the interweb. I couldn't believe it's 7. I don't know. Terry, welcome back. Look at this. Welcome to the show, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Thank you, Mike. So Fort Hamilton was the other school that had a full team from Brooklyn. So
Jennifer, you can bowl. You can just bowl with the off Staten Island team. And we welcome you. You can bowl with anybody that bowled in any off Staten Island high school team, which is a pretty large.
So it's a fun afternoon. So the kids are going to bowl in the morning at
10.
Yes. And the alumni event will be at 1:00. So we've shortened the format a little bit from 15 games, both to 10 games. And we're not going to be alternating pairs every game. We're going to do 2 blocks of 5. That way we're avoiding all the crisscrossing from lanes. We're still skipping pairs. We're going to do this as safely as possible without the intermingling. It's still going to be a fun day.
Yeah.
So what we've done on the alumni side, the championship team wins a cash prize for their alma mater sport program. So their bowling program gets a check. Last year we were able to give, I believe it was wound up being a $1,250 check,
which is incredible.
Montini Farrell High School, and then $500. Second place was McKee Staten Island Tech program. So They're also bowling. It's 10 Baker games.
It's Baker games,
Excuse me,
Baker.
10 Baker games. So you're really only bowling.
Right.
No.
Not even
2.
5 games.
It's only 2 games for
when you
each
divide it by
individual.
5, yeah.
So Baker games, teams of 5. We do wind up sometimes with teams of 4, but we really prefer
Right.
5s, and that way everybody gets a shot at bowling.
Shot it right. Makes
So
it
Terry, do
even.
you believe that 17 years later we're still doing this?
Yes, and I'm so proud of that. I'm going to get like all teary-eyed.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
Really, really proud. Oh, stop.
That's all right. Today's a celebration, Terry.
Yes. So
They can't hear you if you don't. If I have the
Oh, okay.
microphone. She was saying she'd get teary-eyed if she was talking about. But no, this was
I'm very
something
proud.
you should be
I'm
proud.
extremely proud.
This is something that you put together, and it's grown and continued, and then grown into something else, which everybody's excited about.
Right.
So we're excited about. We might even take the opportunity to somehow. We'll be bowling, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to have to go live. We're going to have to go live.
We
and
could
do something
try to figure
next
out a
Thursday.
way to do that.
So
That would be
pre-bowling
cool.
while the high school's going on, and then for us, I don't know. We're talking. I'm just talking out of my butt right now. I have no clue. We're
Well,
gonna
you know
figure
what?
it out.
That's how we work. That's how we operate. We speak it into existence.
We're exactly speaking into existence. Well, because if it's not said here on Live from Rabs, it's not true.
It didn't happen.
and it didn't happen.
Correct.
Do you know how much? Think about all the breaking news that we've had since we've started
Frank, come on.
Live from Rabs.
We can't even really talk about it. It's a lot.
And not only was Terry and Lori watching, but now Tom Vitale is watching. I guess we're not
Is
busy today.
anybody working?
Is anybody working around here?
That's funny.
So Terry, remind our bowlers, high school bowlers, what they can do to sign up for next week.
Get in touch with me. Just send me names. You have to be pre-registered. We really are looking forward to seeing you guys again. This is your last opportunity if you're a senior to bowl with your high school team. So do it.
And for some, didn't have an opportunity
Yeah.
at all this year.
PSAL,
Public school.
unfortunately not. Catholic high school was still trying to get off the ground. So put your teams together, guys. Just get in touch with me. Send me a notice. Send me names. I will put the teams out there.
We can create a PSAL championship trophy out of this. Those poor kids. And really, and so you bring up a good point. We've talked about this, but the PSAL sports season really got halted at the fall. We really don't know what's going to happen for the winter, for winter sports. At the same time, the Catholic High School Bowling League has been practicing. You did some scrimmage
Yep.
matches. They already moved the start date 3 times now.
Yes.
So starting after the new year, you have a plan to keep the competition moving. But you've had I think the last reason for pushing it also was the change in some of the
High school
requirements of the
testing.
schools between asking the kids to test and being a part of that. So,
And the snowstorm.
and the snowstorm, right? The
Right.
snowstorm was the first day. So boom.
Everything conspired to push things back.
Yeah. So January 5th.
Yes.
See, I knew what I was talking about.
Ooh.
All right. Because that change happened over the weekend
It did.
after I spoke to Terry.
It did.
Okay,
So-
so
Well, thank you,
just
Terry.
some.
I'm going to go back to work.
You can go back to work now.
Okay. Because you're paying me to stand in here right now.
So, Joey Giovinazzo says, Terry, Vinny misses you.
Who misses me?
Vinny.
Vinny.
Joey G says.
Joey G says Vinny
Oh.
misses you.
Vinny?
I thought for a minute she was going to
Is he-
cry, and then she.
I thought
didn't.
Joey missed me, but no, Vinny misses me. Okay.
Vinny who? Vinny who? Who are you talking about? I'd love to know who you're talking about. Because she
Basically,
doesn't get it.
so we can torture Terry.
Oh, well, we told her. I mean, she's easy to torture.
I know, but
Hey.
it gives us. We like having
I do want to share. This beautiful poinsettia plant that's sitting in front of us, for those of you that can see us, was brought to us by our friends at Lifestyles for the Disabled. So every season they sell mums, and I'm assuming they
in
were selling
Thanksgiving
plants.
time. Yes, they sell.
They sell these beautiful poinsettias, and they delivered them a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And Frankie, one of the individuals in the program, was so excited to deliver them. Not only did he give me this cool, nice card that they wrote, but handed them to me and then hugged me. And then he's getting yelled at. No, I told you no hugging. And I felt
cute.
so bad for him, but he was so excited.
Yeah.
It's actually really,
Yeah,
really
it's beautiful,
tall.
and it's really healthy.
It needs a little water though.
Well, I'm sure my mother will be right
I'm
on
going to
that.
bring it out to the front desk so people can see again. But it looks nice. It looked nice on the set here. So it's nice to hear the kids that were in school today. So Jennifer, go get those kids. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jen.
I hope that Santa brings everything. all those
Everybody,
children
everything they want.
what they want. I have to say, we don't have an elf. We did not adopt an elf here. I think we need to adopt an elf here at Rabs. Just because to add to the cuckoo-ness of what we do around here. But we don't have an elf around the building.
What do you mean an
Elf
elf?
on the shelf, Naz.
Oh, an elf on the shelf.
I loved all the crazy creative ideas that have come with Elf on the Shelf this year. I've seen elves arrive in milk containers. Elves arrive in all different sorts of things.
Why?
Somebody's at your door.
Well, somebody's walking past my house.
Arrived with such great spirit. I stopped at my brother's house yesterday. My niece and nephew's elf. I don't remember his name. Buddy, maybe, sure. But he got into all the candy and the warheads. He was literally eating all the Wally warheads. My mother just sent me a picture. Pat Reagan, Merry Christmas. Nice to see you here with us. We miss you. My mother just sent me a picture of what I believe is a cheesecake from Russ McAuliffe. A tradition that
Russell McAuliffe cheesecake.
A Russell McAuliffe cheesecake, which is if anybody remembers from Bowling on the Green, our chef Sami at Circles, this was his recipe. It's actually the 18-inch cheesecake that Russ does not know how to
make smaller.
But
why would you even want to?
No. It's awesome. It's this truly American cheesecake that's amazing.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And do you have Christmas socks or masks? Well, I have my Christmas mask. I have my Santa mask. This was from my friend Melissa. This is from Old Navy. They're really cool.
That's cute.
And I happen to have my Christmas. I think I have Christmas. Oh, I do have Christmas.
Oh, look
socks
at you!
on today.
What a shocker! Here's the Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, the quarantine zone box.
You could put that on.
Liz made. This is pretty cool. So, Liz, you made these. Are you selling these in the pro shop?
We were selling them. Yeah.
We were selling them from this year. So they have. They have the countdown on the. The 14-day quarantine countdown on the top, with you put the elf inside. Oh, the elf arrived inside. I should say, must remain isolated for 14 days after leaving the North Pole. It's cute. There is a Curtis Bowler, and then Nazareth. Somebody asking about Curtis?
I have. Yes.
Did I miss something here? Are you going to bowl Battle of the Schools, Liz?
Oh, he said there's a Curtis Bowler. That's what he was talking about, Liz.
Yeah. So Liz says she's not bowling. Liz should be bowling, but we're not going to get into this argument with Liz.
Liz hasn't bowled since 2 years ago in the Battle of the Schools.
Yeah, we know. And you cursed us. You're only bowling 2 games.
That was a lot of bowling.
Yeah,
It's 2 games.
Go away. Liz should be bowling with her friends
She should.
and her mom.
And me.
We could adopt Piero and make him the elf on the shelf.
That would be a good idea. We could take pictures of him, but he would have to do wherever we put him, he would have to do it. Like we would take a picture of him.
Him or Rob would actually do it.
Yeah.
Joey Giovinazzo, I will let Terry know. Terry's in the chat. Vinny Graffiti was the person we're talking about. Vinny the photographer.
That's it. I'm sure she'll know from that. Terry will know from that. She will.
It just reminds me of all the Italian nicknames.
Oh, yes. But you're not talking about.
But then you got Mike the Greek.
Right. Right. You're not talking about the regular nicknames.
No.
You're talking about like from Casino.
Yeah.
Those
we
kind
can
of
talk
nicknames.
about those for days, especially here in New York, because we have lots of friends with those type of
Yes, we do.
nicknames. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in today, watching, listening.
Today went fast.
It did. It's 2:00, which for some of us, you know what? Our friend Beth Stanley from Trainertainment was on the show a while back, and every Wednesday for the last 7 months, I don't know if it's the whole time, she's been hosting what we call peer talks.
Yes.
And it's our fellow proprietors from around the country, around the world, just getting together every week to talk about how we've adapted our businesses, what's happening as all the restrictions have changed. And it's been a nice breath of fresh air to hear from other
people,
about their experiences And so 2:00 every Wednesday, we get together. And I have to say thank you again to Beth Stanley. Beth Stanley also provides a webcast every Thursday, Think Tank Thursday. And so I had the opportunity, did one with her, which will air after the new year. She's been having some fun, but it's just this every Wednesday thing to hear from others and get ideas. And I will say,
it's a great idea. It's a great idea.
The ideas that we've been able to take back for us or provide others, just the conversation for people that are doing the same, going through the same thing in all different ways. No different than a proprietor who in Michigan called me this past week, who's been on there asking for advice about how to deal with the no indoor dining, because they just got to reopen the bowling centers with no indoor dining, no league play. It's strictly open play, very limited, but they're open.
Yeah.
So because of this little network, it's been great to have. So thank you to Beth. I look forward to catching up there. Oh, okay. So Vinny, the photographer, was Terry's old boss.
But now it goes.
And now we're going to add the other elements.
Jerry says, I think you were his boss.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with.
Terry also mentions they reprinted photos of my dad going down the Jello slide at Hooters.
That was pretty funny.
So the Leukemia Society used to do this fundraiser where you pledged money.
The
and
green
you went
Jello.
down the slide and to go in the big ass pool of gelatin. It looked gross, but my dad did it. He did it for several years.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to love it. He did it. They raised money.
Yeah.
I don't know if he loved doing it, but it was a fun time.
Right. It was.
They took his photo. We have a bunch of photos. I loved going to watch it because not only did he do it, but other business leaders in our community.
Right.
But then people would dress up as clowns and dress up.
Right. It was a kind of a circus kind of atmosphere type.
It was
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
Dennis Sermanek, yes, we've been back. We're here every week.
Dennis.
But it is Wednesday, so our resident financial advisor is in the house.
Who actually I was going to reach out to today, oddly, this morning on my way into work.
Yeah, Naz didn't win the Mega Millions, but she won $1 million. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Frank, I love you. I probably would not be sitting here if I
Yes, you would. We wouldn't be talking. We wouldn't talk about it, but you'd still be sitting here.
Yeah,
because you couldn't do anything with it.
But just to assure you, I didn't win the million.
I came in, I looked up at the thing, and I was like, no, I didn't win 300 million today. So anyway, that fundraiser was so cool. I would love the ability to
do something like that.
To redo that somehow, some way, shape, or form. God bless her. Christine Dehart has an idea and she calls me and then we do it. We don't do it. That's how bingo started. I mentioned this to her and she has mentioned several times, well, how are we going to do it? Well, we can't do it now. I mean, it's not COVID friendly.
Correct.
At all.
It's definitely not.
But don't be surprised if you see something like that pop up again. For a great cause, but for people to get together, do something silly.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a great idea.
Get up, go down a slide.
Very visual, a very visual, great marketing piece too. It was.
We're
really
ready for the fan. FAN.
New York.
Well, today was fun.
When Nelson Figueroa is here, they would have to extend the drive show because he could be here for hours.
Yeah, we'd have to drive around over the bridge, come back. Oh, too funny.
He can talk.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Too.
Before you leave, click the like button, the love button, share, tell your friends. We'll be back here next Wednesday, same time, 1 o'clock Eastern, with some special guests. We're probably going to pop in. We'll be on Monday night for the draft. So you could see the inner workings of the draft from the East Coast Best Scratch League going. And then New Year's Eve, apparently, we said we're going to come live. So New Year's Eve in the afternoon, we'll be here live with the Battle of the Schools
alumni. And in the morning, we'll probably shoot
I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going
to
to figure this out. But we'll be live. And in the meantime, if you're listening to us if you're not listening to us and you want to go back and catch some old episodes, you can just by listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Search Live from Rabs and check out those old episodes. And before you know it, all of our episodes will be there and you'll get to listen to us there.
Crazy.
You don't even have to look at us. If you don't want to look, you don't have to look at us now. You could just click under the screen and put us in the background.
Probably better.
Which is what I would do. happy holidays. We hope you have
Merry
enjoyed your
Christmas,
holiday season.
everybody.
Merry Christmas from the great Nazareth, from the greatest city in the world.
New York City.
Isn't it crazy?
As
On demand, Naz.
as Governor Cuomo likes to call it, the third safest city, the third safest state in the United States.
He says that?
He said it today. Yes, he definitely did.
Did he really?
It is the third safest.
It's the third safest, but we have the second highest death rate from COVID. So what the hell does that mean?
We're not diving into the numbers today. We're
And
not
our
diving into
unemployment
the
rate
numbers.
is ridiculous. We're at bottom of the list, but it's safe. We're safe. And at the end of the day, I mean, we really, if you think about it, we really are safe.
Because you have to
everybody's
look at the
leaving.
number. You have to look. You can't just look at them. You have to look at the numbers. That correct.
Oh, we're not
Anyway,
going down the rabbit hole.
we're
Anyway,
not.
Happy Festivus. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week before Nazareth 2021 is around the corner.
It's be so
But we're
nice.
going to be here 3 times this upcoming week, so don't miss out.
It's Dan O'Sullivan who has received the COVID vaccine this morning or yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, he was twitching while he was bowling before.
He was, stop
kidding,
it. He
I'm
was
kidding.
not. Stop. Do
I
not
was kidding with
spread
him.
nonsense.
With that, thanks for tuning in. Share, like. We love you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Be safe, be healthy, and enjoy your time,
Yes.
however you decide to spend it.
Zoom, in person, whatever you're doing to get together with that for the holidays, do it safely. Wear your mask. Physical distance. Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face. Wash your hands, please.
Wash your hands.
And wear your mask. It's not that complicated. Simple rules.
Naz,
That was awesome.
bye everybody.
Merry Christmas.